Now here's Carter Williams. Pass to Monroe. Back to Carter Williams. For three, Middleton, and a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Stolen by Monroe. Antetokounmpo dishes to Carter Williams. Can't hit. The Knicks go the other way with it. Now let's find out what head coach Derek Fisher had to say to DB. Doris?
We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thanks, Doris. On the subject of Michael Carter Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field. You expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young player, and oftentimes your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
And Parker drops them both.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really two different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
On defense, New York.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
And, you know, Greg, both would love to get the upper hand early. This game, to me, is psychological as much as anything. I mean, a win here provides that edge you're looking for. And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. That's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And the Knicks with possession here. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Anthony drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Monroe outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
The wide open look here for Anthony. The wing jumper off target. Gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The feed to Antetokounmpo. Chance there to take the lead, missing. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Afflalo kicks to Galloway. Dishes it to Carmelo. 6 to shoot. Pass to Porzingis. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Great look, but off the mark.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Listen, the Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
New York, no good that time either. gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Carter Williams with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys who've been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
For the Knicks, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis, and it's Calderon in for Langston Galloway. Knicks trail by 3. Outside Anthony. Got a hand on it. And now here's Mayo, the fast break opportunity. Bayless's shot is off.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. Calderon with it. Now Mayo defending. Calderon against Mayo. Calderon passes to Williams to end the drought. He lays it in. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
And Bayless kicks to Henson. Bayless dishes to Vasquez. It's rebounded by Serafin.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Now here's Serafin. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
That's good. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Offensive rebound, and Henson sends it back to the inside. Here's Vasquez. It's rebounded by New York.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact. Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Last year, Williams did find a nice niche playing the 4. Still, his minutes and numbers, Clark, remain low.
Well, it's unfair because he was drafted so high, top 5 when he came out, and I don't think he'll ever live up to that draft position. Highlight dunks are great, but he's got to find other ways to continue to grow.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Amundsen comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. And Bayless kicks to Mayo. Henson with the screen. Mayo, the pass to Vasquez. He feeds it to Bayless. Nailed from 3-point land. Bayless has got his second bucket of the night.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Calderon. He kicks it to O'Quinn. And Henson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Calderon has the open look. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Calderon's got it all tied up now for the Knicks. 34 seconds left here in the first quarter. The kick out to Mayo. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Mayo's got his first 3 points of the game.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And, guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Here's a Flalo. He got it. That is one fantastic buzzer beater.
He hit that shot like it was nothing. Just another day at the office.
That is what you call...
And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry the...
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. You know, the biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, you know, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
Here are the five New York has to start here in the second. We've got Williams, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Amundsen. Then there's Calderon, and it's Galloway in at the one. Here's O'Quinn, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Carter Williams with the bucket.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
Galloway kicks to Calderon, passes it to Amundsen. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Calderon dishes to O'Quinn. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Vasquez passes to Monroe. Here's Carter Williams from outside off the mark. Knicks trail by 4. Galloway kicks to Calderon. New York moving it around. Williams dishes to O'Quinn. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Middleton the pass to Vasquez. And the three off target. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Calderon kicks to Williams. Feeds to Galloway. To the paint. Here's Amundsen. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a three-point play.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for New York. Anthony comes in for Williams.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Now here's Calderon, guarded by Vasquez. Serafin, and that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Monroe dishes to Vasquez. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
I love the low post attack on that one.
Knicks trail by 4. One thing about Greg Monroe, he is a highly skilled big.
He really is. I love the fact that he can do so much. He can post you up. He can pop out and knock down the 15-footer. He's an outstanding passer. And at his size, those are skills that have served him and his teams well.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Middleton the pass to Vasquez. That is good. Vasquez has got 6.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And getting back to Greg Monroe, guys, he made some subtle strides last season. Best rebounding average of his career, up to 75% on his free throws. And how about this little nugget? Not one three-point attempt last season. That tells you he's starting to mature.
But they get it back. Here's Olmanson. Rebound by Vasquez. Gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Here's Carter Williams. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And you know, with some people, they'll always find something wrong with Monroe's game. He'll never make the all-defensive team. He kind of looks like he's playing at half speed, but he produces, and he does it within the team confines.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. They get it back, and he gets the bucket. Calderon's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look. And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
For the Knicks, Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Porzingis comes in for Louis Amundsen. And it's a Flalo in for Langston Galloway. Gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Here's Bayless, and it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Here's Antetokounmpo. 7 points in the game. And Henson kicks to Bayless.
You know, his shooting percentage has fallen off here in the second. He just can't get the ball in the basket. He's really struggling.
Anthony's shot is off. Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
That's a great fadeaway to borrow from, for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Calderon with it. He's picked up by Parker. Anthony kicks to a Flalo. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Lopez has got his first points in this one. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes, that speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Nice work there coming off the screen. 6 points for O.J. Mayo.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Porzingis passes to Lopez. Anthony against Antetokounmpo. Kept alive. The kick out to a Flalo. Off target with the open look.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Mayo dishing to Henson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight. Knicks trail by 4. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Knicks making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Full 24-second shot clock. And so it's New York with it. 4-point game. Lopez kicks to Calderon, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Outside Mayo, jacks up a three. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That is his first foul of the game. .34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Afflalo, and he gets it to go. Afflalo's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Shot by Mayo is no good. New York trailing. Williams passes to Afflalo. And here's Calderon. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Nobody near Williams. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The home team, they lead by 2. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Carmelo, some great help off the bench during this first half. What does their contribution mean to this team?
Well, I mean, we always believe that we have one of the better benches in the NBA. And when they come to play like we playing so far, you know, it makes it a tough game, makes it a tough team to beat. And, you know, just hoping we can keep that up.
It certainly takes some pressures off the starters. Melo, thanks for the time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And an exciting time of the year as the first game of the regular season is halfway through. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
All right, and that'll do it for us here. We now take you back to the second half of our game. Kevin Harlan ready with the call.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Well, under Antetokounmpo in this one, he has 9 points and 3 denials.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
Kelloggese, right?
Yes.
Kelloggese. Gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Greg Monroe is out there with Parker. Then it's Carter Williams. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Middleton in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Knicks trail by 4.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete. He plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Porzingis passes to Galloway. Clock at 4. And here's Anthony from the arc. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Well, going back to Michael Carter Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, when you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists. but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him. And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. The dish to Carmelo. For the lead, and he gets the bucket. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
The Knicks shooting well. They're at 45%. Galloway kicks to Anthony. Aflalo dishes to Lopez. The kick out to Aflalo. Some nice passing by New York here. And the shot is good. Lopez has got 5.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Now here's Carter Williams. G right on him. Carter Williams against Anthony. Kicks it to Aflalo. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Now here's Carter Williams. Not a lot of room. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
That free throw good from Carter Williams. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Middleton against Anthony. Rebound by Vasquez.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's Carter Williams. Second chance shot. Anthony with the block. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Galloway with the bucket.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now. And for Parker, he could have been in the Rookie of the Year running with this play, scoring just over 12 points a game and shooting almost 50% before the injury ended the season. That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's Galloway. Carter Williams covering. Aflalo, no good. Gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field.
And even in the short glimpses of last season, you could see that Parker was the real deal. I mean, he had no problem finding ways to score. And even with his injury setback, he should be a great player for years to come.
Galloway kicks to Aflalo. He dishes it to Carmelo. Here's Galloway, guarded by Vasquez. 4 on the clock. The drive by Anthony, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Jay Calderon. He's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket for Mayo.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Calderon kicks to Anthony. He's looking for O'Quinn and finds him. Can't get it to go.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Parker passes to Vasquez. Drills it from outside. Vasquez has got 9. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Bayless dishes to Parker. Pass to Bayless. Here's Vasquez. It's rebounded by Seraphin. Seraphin's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And there's the feed to Calderon. Outside Anthony. Here's Galloway, guarded by Mayo. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now here comes Vasquez leading the break. Here's Bayless. Anthony with the block. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on O.J. Mayo.
What a great game for Anthony in this one. He has 17 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
A different look for New York. It was Amundsen. He's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. And it's Williams in for Kyle O'Quinn. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like the only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship. And for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did.
You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here is Bayless. He's got 6. Shot by Mayo is no good. 1:39 left to play here in the 3rd. It's Anthony with the drive. Can't get it to go. Shooting 47% on 7 of 15 attempts. Now Vasquez. 9 points in the game so far. No good on the 3. Now here's Calderon. He's guarded closely. Williams kicks to Calderon. With some arc. And Henson pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Out left to the wing. Here's Bayless. Buries the long-range jumper. Bayless has got 9.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Dishes to Henson. The kick out to Mayo. Another shot. And Galloway pulls it down. Galloway has got 3 rebounds now in this one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Anthony kicks to Calderon. That one goes. Count it. And it's a 3-point New York lead.
They're straying away from the 3-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many 3-pointers in this half.
Anthony left side with 1 on the clock. Off target with that shot. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Knicks up by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. And so here is New York. They lead by 1. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. Derek Williams is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Calderon. And it's Aflalo in at the 2-guard spot. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Hey, guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
That one is off. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait 1 more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Yeah, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and there'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Aflalo's gone 2 for 7, struggling a bit. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Carter Williams against Calderon. Aflalo outside. Pass to Lopez. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Carter Williams against Calderon. Carter Williams with the bucket.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Final quarter of play, about 1.5 minutes off the clock into it. Calderon kicks to Aflalo. Back to Calderon. Shot clock at 6. Unloads. That one off the back iron and out. In this game, 45%. Here's Carter Williams. Goes up high for the 2-handed dunk.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Picked by Williams. Aflalo, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
He feeds it to Carter Williams. The Knicks pull it in. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Lopez, a screen on Carter Williams. Here's Calderon. Lopez passes to Williams, and the basket good.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. To the inside, Lopez with the steal. Calderon against Carter Williams. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jabari Parker's checked in for John Henson. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Langston Galloway's checked in for Jose Calderon. Middleton on the wing. Fires the three. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got his 8th assist here tonight. Knicks trail by 5. Here's Galloway. Outside Williams. Down low. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
Carter Williams with the bucket.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Aflalo dishes to Williams. There's Galloway. Carter Williams covering. Galloway kicks to Lopez. And that's good. Lead pass to get it done.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Carter Williams. Defense right on him. Middleton outside. From the arc. Good.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
New York calls timeout. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. They got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Here's Anthony. Shot misses. Good work defensively by Monroe. On 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Monroe. Here's Carter Williams. Again, Carter Williams missing. Knicks trail by 6. Pass to Porzingis from downtown. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the 4th quarter. Really getting it done. Now here's Carter Williams. Parker kicks to Antetokounmpo. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Feeds to Anthony. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway's got his 4th assist in this one.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
.124 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Carter Williams dishes to Parker. And good. He nails it. New York calls timeout. They're behind by 6. There's 1:17 left in the 4th quarter. Aflalo with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Parker outside. Stolen away. There's Galloway. Carter Williams covering.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And the pass to Parker from the arc. You know what? So New York will take it the other way. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot from the low block. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Just a fantastic effort they're getting from Anthony right now.
23 seconds left in the game. Here's Carter Williams.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
It's Anthony with the drive. Yes!
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
Six seconds left in the fourth. Here's Middleton. Good!
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To win the game. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as Clark, they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Yep, and it might not be the way a coach would have drawn it up or wanted it to end, but these fans loved it.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as the fans file out of the building, now time to head over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Carter Williams.
The assists were coming fast and furious for him, man. Always sharp, crisp passes that led to easy baskets. You got to love to see him play like that.
He got on a nice roll and deserves a lot of credit for this win, Ernie, Kenny. He might not be the #1 fan favorite, but this crowd was showing him some love tonight. Guys on his team already know what he can do, but it's great to see another game like this.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.